And I do 2 hours yoga every Friday, okay, and 15-20 minutes of yoga stretches, okay, when I'm doing biking or walking,
Okay.
just to stretches out again.
Stretches are equally important because you're
Yeah, well,
exercising.
again, as I said, my biggest accomplishment from my own selfish perspective is the quality of life I've had.
Hello, Mr. Ahuja, how are you?
I'm very good. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked before. Welcome back. And, we talked about how health has been the center point of your life. You always considered that health is number one priority. Now, how is that? What is it that made you believe in that? Like, what was the reason for that?
Well, it probably started out as a child because I remember my father would always get up early in the morning and do, the Indian stuff, okay, and then as we were growing up, I started getting up earlier in the morning and go for a walk, run, okay, and so to some extent. The beginning was kind of maybe hereditary, okay, because my father had a very healthy lifestyle.
So you said health has always been the center point of your life.
Yeah.
And you also said that it was your father who was like a role model for you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely on that one. Okay. Now, but going through school years and college years, okay, obviously you had to discipline yourself, okay, to not lose sight of that, okay, and I remember that from very early childhood, getting up early in the morning, okay, and spending first 1 to 2 hours just on physical activity.
Okay.
Okay. It has varied from time to time. When I was, fifth grader, sixth grader, it would basically be a walk to the park and, and back. And then when I got busy and I was in my 40s, okay, 5:30 was still the same, but I will go to the club when they open, and we'll just play half an hour of racquetball. Okay, when I would be traveling on a business, even when I'm sick, or I was 60-year-old. Okay, I will start my day. Okay. By running or walking, and once in a while swimming, Okay.
So you made sure that whatever happens, whether you were at home or whether you were
Right.
on business, whether you were the starting of the day was always consistently focused on, okay, I'm going to spend 30 minutes of my
Right.
time on myself.
Yeah, but the whole thing was, I'm gonna feel physically well. Okay, because it really doesn't take much of an observation to say, if a person is sick, they really are sick and can't do anything, can't enjoy anything. Okay, so keeping this body in good shape, okay, was always very important to me. Okay. Okay. Because if this body is in good shape, you have high energy level. Okay. You can think deeper. Okay. See, physical activity is not just for the body. Okay. It really develops your mind as well. Okay. And then you can do enjoyable things. Like, see, I'm a little over 80 now. Okay. And here I am, okay, and my energy level, I still go play golf with people half my age. Okay.
They also say, Uncle, that mind affects the body. So you're saying healthy body, it affects the mind.
Yeah.
And it's vice versa also true? It's the other way? Does healthy mind also make healthy body? Is that also true?
Oh yeah, that is true also, because the body and mind are related. Okay. See, physical activity, okay, sometimes we think it's just for the body and for muscle building, etc. But no, it's good for your heart. You'll have your likelihood of having any cardiovascular problem goes down tremendously. Okay. And body, and now we know your genes are related. Okay. Okay. There have been studies out there that says people who are physically active on a regular basis, okay, their likelihood of suffering from cancer or dementia, goes down. Okay. Okay. People who are active, their stress level goes down. Okay. So now, it's really proven that you're going to have a much higher quality of life overall, okay, if you keep your body well, okay. Obviously, we can't do anything about the genes we're born.
Yeah, genetic issues. Yeah.
And so it's not a perfect situation, because whatever genetic makeup we have and the consequences of that makeup, you can't really change that a lot. Yeah. Okay, but the things that are under your control. Okay, you do that to have a really, really good quality of life. Okay, so for me, if I look back from my childhood till today, and say, what's my biggest accomplishment for me alone? Just me looking at me, I would say my biggest accomplishment to date has been the quality of life I've enjoyed. Okay, and that quality of life would have not been possible, without staying in good health.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So has fitness? You said 30 minutes. You wherever you were in the world, you tried to make sure
at least 30 minutes.
At least every day.
Every day.
Including weekends?
Including weekends. Exception is, okay, see, exception is your body sends you signals. Okay. There are days when you are so tired that your body will say, take rest.
Okay, sleep in or something.
Right, okay. And now that, I'm not constrained by time I need for work, etc. I, every 10 days or so, I set aside a day whereby I say, I'm just going to massage my body today. Okay. Okay. And the other thing is, okay, it's always a good idea to mix things up. Okay. See, for example, when you're walking, it's very, very good for you. If you're not going to do anything else, go walk for a couple miles. Okay, and you're gonna have a lot of benefits. Okay, but it's not gonna work your core. Okay. Now, if you want to include something for the core, okay. And I include yoga, for example. Some days I say I'm just going to do yoga postures, which are good for my core. Okay. Now, core is good for your balance, especially as you get older. Okay. Okay. And I mix that with swimming from time to time. Okay. So basically, it really doesn't matter whether you walk, you run, you jog, play basketball, tennis. Okay,
Some physical activity.
you're going to have some benefit, but I think mixing it up gives you more benefit.
Okay. So don't do the same activity
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Change it up.
Yeah, mix it up, okay, and also it will vary from time to time in your life. Okay, so for example, up until 5-7 years ago, I was still running. Okay, and in my running, I would include a couple of 10Ks, typically Silicon Valley 10K, and Pleasanton Business Run. Okay. And once in a while, if when I felt like I would also do the Castro Valley Half Marathon. Okay. And once in a while, I would also go run Bay to Breakers for fun. Okay. But now, as I have grown older, my knees can't handle that. Okay. I can walk, but I cannot run with my knees. Okay. So the temptation would be to say, oh, my knees, let me stop now. Okay. And my core belief is, okay, when people say I can't do exercise because I'm getting too old. Okay. My core belief is it's the other way around. You're getting too old because you're not exercising.
Okay.
So, in my example, I'm practicing what I preach. When my knees became weak, okay, I went and bought myself e-bike. And 2-3 times a week, I just get on my e-bike and go ride for 10 miles.
So it doesn't. It's not too much for your knee then.
Okay. And I do 2 hours yoga every Friday. Okay, and 15-20 minutes of yoga stretches. Okay, when I'm doing biking or walking, just the stretches on. Okay.
Stretches are equally important because you're
exercising. Again. As I said, my biggest accomplishment from my own selfish perspective is the quality of life I've had. I mean, on the side of enjoyment, okay, I can still go, for a feast, and I find myself having an appetite as big, sometimes bigger than people 25 years old. Okay.
And you kept that going because of regularity or rhythm in your life, which right? Has food also important? Is food also important?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what do you advise on? What would you advise on that?
Again, variety is the word I would give, because see, different things have different nutrients. Okay. So I, for example, every day eat some fruit. Okay. Every day I eat some nuts. Okay. Every week I eat some fish. Okay. Every week I eat some meat. Okay. But meat is obviously, a lot of people say not essential. But to me, as long as my system digests it, okay, and as long as it's not causing me to raise cholesterol or other things in my body that's gonna, give me some problems later on.
But you said that body usually gives you signals, right? So if your stomach is okay, that means it's taking it, accepting it, right?
So it's a good exercise with a healthy diet. Okay. And then you can indulge once in a while, have some fatty stuff. Okay. And I don't let that bother me, because See, when you're talking about health, okay, one of the things that has never been quantified, and I don't know whether it can be quantified, is things that make you feel good.
So strongly believe in that.
Right.
That is so important.
Right. Okay. So, from time to time, by all means, do things that make you feel good
Yeah.
without having a sense of guilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, for example, if I felt like it, once a month to have,
Pizza.
half a pound of gajar ka halwa, okay, I'm
And
gonna
that's
have
giving
it.
you happiness, and why not?
Yeah. Or, feel like having a big ice cream, by all means have it. But, as I said, exercise, okay, and don't do it every day, okay? But having a variety of food is very, very important, okay?
What about stress? Like a lot of people feel that, oh my God, it's stressful. So the stress eating. Or
Well, again, okay, and actually I'm going to take the stress and also tie it to sleep.
Okay.
Okay. See, stress, okay, first of all, what causes stress? Okay.
Different reasons, right? Some people get stressed with any small thing.
It's feeling of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
a feeling of uncertainty that causes stress. Okay. Now, if you have a feeling of uncertainty, okay, and that's causing stress, the solution is to clarify your mind. Okay. Okay. Now, out of the tool set that I have and I practice on a regular basis, okay, if you're feeling stressed, okay, you try going out for a walk. Okay, see, that uncertainty begins to get mixed up with, reality and get diluted, okay, and eventually will disappear, okay, because you will begin to realize if the uncertainty is caused by things I have no control over, okay, then what's the point, okay?
So get out of that area and go for a walk or do something that helps.
That helps tremendously, okay? Now, and to me, again, as I said, that's why I use the term tool set. Exercise is one of my tool set, but for stress, I also use yoga. Okay. So when something stressful is going on, okay, I just combine that with mindfulness. Okay. So I combine that with, and sometimes it's not even mindfulness; it's mind emptiness. Okay, you just empty your mind. Okay. Again, I'm just gonna say what works for me. If I'm feeling really, really stressed, okay, and if I just sat here, okay, and take a few deep breaths, okay, and even if I just silently,
Which one?
even if I silently recited,
I'm sorry.
okay, Gayatri mantra, okay, 100 times, okay, I would feel fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the attention probably gets distracted and you're not thinking about that worry because
So I'm just emptying
your brain.
Yeah, so basically, if I'm in that situation, okay, and I said I'll try that to sleep, okay. See, many times you can't sleep because your mind is, somewhere else, okay. If you consciously at that point say, okay, Om Bhuvah Swa Tat Savitarvarenyam, etc., and at the end of the mantra, reminded yourself, don't want to think of something else. That kept on repeating it, then whatever else you were thinking will go away.
Will go away.
Okay.
And you also were talking about sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep also is
Very
your
important.
tool, one of the tools that you think is important for good health, right?
Yeah.
So exercise, variety, and there's stress, no stress, which is try to minimize it by.
Well, you're gonna have stress, okay, but it's stress is good for you if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's stress taken to the extreme and not being able to deal with it, that makes you sick.
Yeah.
Okay, stress to a certain extent is healthy. It, allows you to take your body and mind to your potential.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, but there could be stress of other kinds. For me, for example, the stress that I find hardest to deal with is things that happen, things of bad nature that happen to my children or grandchildren. Okay.
So something you have no control on.
Right.
That's something,
Right.
there's always going to be stress. But the way you said you deal with it is like mindfulness or mind emptiness. You said like
Yeah.
not worrying about it, like
Yeah.
keeping your mind off it,
Yeah.
right? Because there's some things
Yeah.
in our lives. There's always going to be something we have no control on,
That's right.
right? So
And positive attitude.
okay,
Totally positive attitude. Okay. In the worst of circumstances, keep that positive attitude. Okay. And also in that positive attitude, feeling and practicing gratitude.
okay,
Okay. See, one of the things I have always told my children, for example, okay, I said, happiness makes home in gratitude. Okay. Okay. See, many things we do will make us happy once in a while.
yeah,
Okay. Good food, good meal will make you happy. Okay. Socializing with your best friend will make you happy. But those are all temporary things. Okay. Last for a short while. Okay. Okay. If you want happiness for most of your time, practice gratitude. Okay. Okay. Because that's where happiness makes home. That has been my life's experience.
okay,
Okay. Okay. From time to time, think of people who have been helpful to you.
okay,
Okay. And then show them your gratitude. Okay. From time to time, think of the things that happened to you that you are grateful for.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
And also show your gratitude to other people by being helpful.
Okay.
Okay. And give them reasons.
So that will give you happiness,
Oh yeah.
which is long lasting.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, see, when you look back at your life by the time you get to be 80, okay, and ask yourself, what are the things in your life that gave you most gratification? Okay. At least for me, okay, it has never been, I did this thing for me. Okay, I did this thing because, yeah, it was done, but it not source of gratification. Okay. But when I think of, so and so were in that situation, okay, and I was in a position to bring them out of that situation to something better and look where they are today. Okay, that is, very satisfying. And also, since the issue is health, it's also mentally, very rewarding.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's good for the mind.
Yeah. I mean, again, we don't want to make it a long session, but let me give you one example of that now. Remember, I told you one time, my 3-year-old sister, when I was 6-year-old, almost got choked.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
now,
she was about to sneeze and that.
Yeah, right.
To stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when she was, so I was, when she was about 25 years, 26 years old, I sponsored her to come to U.S.
Okay.
Okay. And at that time, she had a daughter who would be 7 years old, something like that. Okay. The 7-year-old, okay, replanted in the USA from India. Okay. And in India, they had, decent life, okay, yeah. But when brought here, going through the system here, college system here, okay, and then she also went through some adversities of her life that I also again involved myself to help her with, okay, and that girl a month ago was appointed U.S. ambassador to Mali.
Oh, okay.
Okay, okay. And when she was accepting it, fortunately, I for some old age reasons, I didn't go, but Verna went. My other two daughters went. My grandchildren went. Because it's a big occasion, okay? And she, in her acceptance speech, okay, said something to the effect, her life wouldn't be if it wasn't for her uncle, that's me, in her life, And and to me,
that's made it like,
where am I going to get that satisfaction
yeah,
from?
no, nothing can give, nothing, no material, no nothing.
It wasn't for me, I did, it was for her. Okay. Okay. But in her case also, this one here, this is, she, we were talking about gratitude before, but when she's giving me that credit in front
Respect
of the president, and she is also practicing gratitude.
Yes, she is, No, that is so nice. Like, I've learned a lot from you today that, not only do we talk about health, obviously the physical side of health, but there is also a mental side of health, which is keeping yourself happy by giving. Is that what you're saying? This long-lasting happiness.
Yeah, life, one of my quotes has always been also that God is going to be way more generous with those who know how to give away.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you look around, okay, and I think you'll find an ample proof of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is very powerful.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me, Uncle. I'm going to remember this for a long, long time.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about anything at all, then you know who to call. Just tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Just tell Sanjana.